What is good, everybody? It's your boy, formerly known as Zach Goree, but now the Angry Monkey. And welcome to another video. Today, I will be going over Season 4. I will not be playing a game, I will just be giving my general thoughts and opinions on it. Personally, I currently enjoy the season. Really fun. As you can see, I got the level 25. I did not buy the battle bundle, but it is very, very enjoyable. I do not know how, it's been so fun recently. A lot of stuff's been added, a lot of stuff's been taken out. Some good changes have been made, like one bad one that I know of, but we'll be getting into that. If you're excited to see this video and me doing more Fortnite videos, please make sure, leave a like, subscribe, let's get into it. Okay, so, I know I will not be playing out this game, I just need this to log into a game for reference. So, for starters, I'm going to do map changes, and I'm going to be rating everything 1 through 10. And so far, map changes. Currently, the respawn island is, or the spawn island, whatever you want to call it, is the helicarrier from the Avengers movies. Shield, whatever you want to call it, it's the helicarrier, which I think, out of my opinion, is a pretty good. I like it a lot. There's a lot of cool things, and there's some flyby Quinjets. Anyways, as you can see, nothing really much has changed from the map from Season 3 to Season 4, except for Doom's Domain. There's a little meteor site right over here, and another spot that I have not marked yet. But that is not all that big of a deal, because it's not like anyone lands there a lot. And plus, Quinjet spawns are random across the map, which are, once again, like I said, pretty interesting. I would personally give it, since it really hasn't changed much, I'm going to give it a 7, maybe a 6.5 out of 10, because it just really isn't much. I mean, in Season 3, there was the whole map changed, and now we just got barely anything. Continuing onward, I have a list right here of all what has been unvaulted and vaulted. And I'm going to start off with weapons and accessories that have been unvaulted. Number 1, boogie bombs. Boogie bombs, I love that they're back. I always thought that they were a great accessory to use back from like Season 8 onwards, and it was honestly, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I don't know why they took it out in the first place, but they did, and now it's back. Number 2, bouncers. Bouncers were a great source of mobility and something that could really save you from fall damage. I liked bouncers a lot because I have hit multiple clips of hunting rifle shots with these and saving my life with the bouncers. I say overall, pretty good. I like that it came back. Number 3, porta forts. Porta forts were originally came out Season 3, Season 4, something like that, and it was really Epic's way of giving noobs a head up against the people that could originally build. Now that everybody pretty much can crank 90s and do high ground retakes, it's sort of useless, but it's good for good memories. And it does bring pretty good fast high ground. So, it's a decent comeback. Number 4, shockwave grenades. I personally love these. Great source of mobility. Only thing is that they come in a 2-stack, but it's okay because these things are really great. And they'll save you from fall damage too if you also need it. Overall, another really great comeback. Number 5, the bandage bazooka. The bandage bazooka was really, in my opinion, only good for squads because I would never really want anything that takes up 2 slots of my inventory just for bandages. But it's a pretty good source of healing, in my opinion. The recharge time's a little bit slow. That's the only thing that I could really think of about it. But overall, once again, pretty good source of healables. Nothing really to complain about it. Number 6, the LMG. It's back in blue and purple. I personally remember using these when it first came out, and I love the weapon. I still do, actually. in the meta nowadays, spray and pray goes really well. And it's really not the best competitive weapon, but it is really fun to use, at least in casuals. I got a few dubs recently with my friends using this weapon instead of an AR. So overall, pretty good. Pretty good for casual. Number 7, the Revolver. Came back in purple and gold. This one really puzzles me because I don't know how to feel about it. I personally like the Revolver. It's not anything I would use in competitive. Casuals, it's fun. Personally, the base damage is pretty good. Headshots also pretty good. Like I said, nothing I would take over an SMG or anything, but something fun for casuals. Overall, it's a decent comeback. Number 8, the Tactical SMG. Came back in green, blue, and purple, and gold. This weapon used to be the bomb back in Season X, and anything below that it was in. I think it got vaulted in Season 4, maybe. I can't remember, but still, an epic weapon to use. Even nowadays, there's a nerf to it, but it also is just an SMG, a still pretty good one. Damage got reduced as well, I think. Well, actually, no, it has not. It's just that the headshot damage has reduced, which a lot of weapons have their headshot damage reduced, but that's okay. Overall, probably, maybe a good competitive weapon, but that is up to its user. 9, the Combat Shotgun. Came back in blue, purple, and gold. The Combat Shotgun used to be the dominant shotgun. Good far range, good damage, good headshot damage. Now, since everything got nerfed and damaged a little bit, so did the combat shotguns. The gold one does 55 for a body shot and 80 for a headshot. I personally don't understand why, because I always liked it the other way, but that's also because I'm a competitive player, and I just thought, well, and they were also very common to find. Back then, used to do 71 body, like 110 headshot, and like I said, good far range, so you could hit that thing from like 10 meters away, which is pretty good for a shotgun. The comeback overall is pretty decent. It's not super common, but it's not super rare either. And plus with its damage, it's not really the best competitive weapon again, but it's something still to consider if you could hit your headshots. Overall, a decent comeback. I like it a lot. Number 10, Scoped AR. Came back in green, blue, purple, and gold. The Scoped AR was really a weapon that I did not like for a long time. Neither Thermal Scoped AR. Just really weren't my thing. Until this season. They came back and somehow they made him stronger and better. I love using these things. Headshot damage is like a good 50 with a gold. Maybe even 60, something like that. It's really, really strong. Overall, pretty good comeback. It's really good to find. If you find a purple and gold one, probably not the best competitive, but still really good. And number 12, everybody's favorite, the Pump Shotty. Came back in all rarities. Pump Shotgun is your boy, your favorite weapon to use. Very good close range, now dominates the meta once again, and I missed it. Oh boy, I missed it. Really great gun. It's something to now combat against the charge shotguns. If you don't want to try to charge it for a long amount of time, it's okay, use a pump, and it'll most likely get you the job done. If not, pick you up an SMG and just go rat-ta-ta-ta-ta, and they're most likely going to die. Overall, the best thing to come back out of the season. Come back out of the season. Really, really missed the weapon. I'm not going to be going over any mythics that was added in, as in they really aren't on this list because there's only one to find out of each mythic. but I will go over a quick one. The Groot Grumble Ball is subpar. Doom's Gauntlet, his arms, they're okay. Doom's Ball is the best thing out of the Mythics, and Silver Surfer's surfboard is just the grappler, basically. So it's pretty decent. One last weapon I will go over though is something that the Stark henchman bots will drop. That is the Stark Energy Rifle, and does really great headshot. Does really great body damage if you zoom in. If you don't zoom out, it fires like an SMG. It's sort of like the 6-shooter back from Season 6. Overall, I really like the weapon. That's it from the unvaulted and new items. Now onto the vaulted items. Number 1, flare gun. I don't understand why they unvaulted it. It was really good to figure out where everybody was. And it was good for people who tried to speedrun the game almost. But it is what it is. I'm going to miss it a little bit, but that's okay. Number 2, stink grenades. Stink grenades only were dropped on Marauders, and I am so glad those things are out of the game. I never had to worry about them again. I never had to worry if I'm on 1 HP after a fight if I hear ever again. But I will miss the stink grenades because they have a really good competitive advantage. Someone's in a box, just throw them down onto the box, and it'll get them moving. Try to spray at them. So overall, it's a sad vault, but that's okay. No big deal. Number 3, launch pads. No! I don't understand. The mobility is good. You brought some good mobility items in. But why the king of mobility? That was the best thing to move around with. I don't understand. It's super sad, but it is what it is. Number 4, decoys. Who used those? I'm not even going to go in depth into this. Who used those unironically? I'm so happy that they vaulted them. I'm so happy. Number 5, the hunting rifle. Every variant that it came in was vaulted. Green, blue, purple, and gold. I really never picked up the hunting rifle. A lot of trick shotters are going to miss this weapon, and I understand that. It's sad to see it go. I never really used it, like I said, but it was still a pretty decent weapon. I'm really not going to miss this thing, but it's whatever, I guess. Number 6, the purple and gold pistol. This was an interesting vault, as in they kept the gray, green, and blue pistols, but took out the best pistols that they could offer. This one really puzzled me, but once again, it's not a weapon that I really used, except for if I want to do it as an ironic joke. So, I'm not really sad that it's gone, just confused. Number 7, the rapid fire SMG. I am even confused on what stance I should take on this, because it had a really good firing rate. The bullets could literally go faster than someone could place a wall on 0 ping. That had a really good competitive advantage, but only henchmen could drop it, and only the real good one was the purple or gold one. And its base damage was sort of sucky, to be honest with you. So I'm not really sad to see this one go, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Number 8, the tactical shotguns. All variants were vaulted. Every single one of them. My baby. It's really sad to see that shotgun go, as in that thing kept me alive throughout Season 3. I could have possibly just quit and never done Fortnite again if it was not for the tack on crack, aka the purple and gold one. That thing was such a fun beast to fire, and it's good headshot damage and just good base damage overall, as it was the only true thing that could combat against the charged shotgun, and I was not a fan of the charged shotgun last season. Overall, Epic, bring it back, please. Finally, number 8, the SMGs. Which SMG specifically? just the standard SMG. The gray, green, blue, purple, and gold, all variants of it were vaulted. This one was an interesting choice, to say the least. Why they did it, I really don't understand, but it's understandable. I say it's a pretty decent vault since they got the suppressed SMG back in as just a item you could find just in a chest or on floor loot, in which that one already does good base damage and good firing rate. So overall, it was worth the vault. And now, last but not least, the Battle Pass. Battle Pass, pretty decent so far. I will go over the highlights of what I think are something to talk about. First one, you got the Thor skin. It's really based off the comic book design off of Thor. And I don't remember ever seeing Thor in a galaxy-like uniform or battle armor, whatever you want to call it, in the comics nor movies, but still looks nice. And then you've got Mayorn, which, or however you want to pronounce it, is a really good pickaxe, except for one thing: only equipable by those deemed worthy. And there's only 2 skins deemed worthy. It's Thor and Captain America. I fortunately have both of those skins, but it's a weird thing to me that they did that. I understand it, they're going off of like actual Marvel, but man, wouldn't it just be cool to see a banana running around with Mayorn? Molion? How do you do it? And now for a built-in emote that changes regular Thor into the God of Thunder, which is really, really cool. It's every superhero in the Battle Pass has an emote like this, but still, nonetheless, very, very cool. Moving on, you have Jennifer Walters, which is She-Hulk. This skin overall, before you transformed into her, is very subpar to me. I don't know. It's just bland, in my opinion. Then you got the Hammer of Justice pickaxes, which are just, they're part of her set, but they're just still, And then the emote to transform her into She-Hulk, which makes her an excellent skin, in my opinion. 10 times better and ripped. Moving on, you've got the Groot section of this Battle Pass. Back bling is, baby Groot, baby Groot, baby Groot. Pickaxes are pretty decent. I've already checked them out. They sound pretty good. Then you've got Groot himself, which you would think he would be very, very tall in game, but he's really not. Still, not very much of a competitive skin, but very cool still, nonetheless. And then you've got his signature emote, which puts Groot. Did I just say Groot? Which puts Rocket on his back, which is not the best out of the built-in emote, but pretty good. And you've got Storm from the comics, the goddess of elements, like lightning. Skin, subpar. Oh wait, crap, I forgot to mention, she's in X-Men. Please, Marvel fans, don't kill me. Her pickaxe has got to be one of the best things that I have ever seen come out of the game. It's clean, very, very clean, but not only that, it's not much. Yeah, it glows a little bit, but it's not like a big harvesting tool like the others. Her built-in emote is very, very, very subpar. All it does is just put a cape on her back, which is just bland. Up next of the section, you've got Dr. Doom's little section, which is also, if I'm correct, from the X-Men. The skin just looks so incredibly good. Epic did a really good job designing this one. Really, really intimidating. And then you got his built-in emote, which gives him a chair to ponder in, which is really, really good for a victory royale. Moving on, you got Mystique skin. It's this. The skin's subpar in my opinion. Well, not really subpar. It's pretty decent. Just not the best. Her pickaxes, they're clean looking, but that's really about it. And then her built-in emote. Why did she turn into a default, you say? The shapeshifter emote. Eliminate your opponent and borrow their appearance. So you kill a Midas, you use that emote, you turn into Midas. Really, one of the best built-in emotes. Second best, actually, in my opinion, out of the built-in emotes. Moving on, you got the man himself, Tony Stark section. And there he is right here. Billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, and inventor. Really a slick skin overall. Does it look like a default Tony Stark? Yes, he does, but well, I mean, come on. You can't rave on Epic too much. And then the best built-in emote, Tony Stark turning into Iron Man. The best and coolest thing out of the built-in emotes. So really, that's just about it for Season 4. Maybe I'll do some gameplay videos later in the future, but I plan on going on vacation this upcoming week. So, possibly, I don't know. It all depends. But maybe expect a vlog. If you enjoyed my overall thoughts of Season 4, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. So, Monkey out!